Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. A very warm welcome to every one of you. Today we are here. We have gathered together to do a formal launch of a very important, sensational, and inshallah a very upcoming creative platform, Rhyvers. We have with us today people from all across India. I welcome every one of you. So, I'm very, very thankful to you for gracing this online occasion. And I can see that there are many people who have joined us now on our Facebook as well as on our YouTube page. So thank you for joining. You are watching live the live broadcast of the launch ceremony of Rivers. Thank you. We have with us Roma Vani Sahiba. She is joining us from Bombay. Then we have with us Neena Singh. She's a poet and author from Chandigarh. Madam Rajni Shalin Chopra, she's from Chandigarh. Deepika Chan, poet, artist from Delhi. Geeta Das, artist, photographer from Mumbai. Santosh Bakayaji from Jaipur. She's a very renowned poet, artist, author, and a teacher. We also have with us Nalini Priyadarshini ji. She is a poetess, author. Then we also have with us Bilal Bashir Bhatt and Azra Mufti from Srinagar. So I welcome every one of you. So to begin with, I would request Madam Vani to say a few words.
Assalamu alaikum
Yes.
and greetings to all. We have just finished Makar Sankranti here in Bombay, and the festivity and the Tilgul laddus are still going around. As you all know, we've had a very difficult year that has gone by, and the kind of festivity I witnessed here during Makar Sankranti and Lori, it looked like the holy fires have burnt away all our difficulties. Each one was so jubilant. And following that, when Afan said that today he has scheduled the launch of Rivers, I thought it was a very good omen. You know, the world has changed over the last year, and everybody is looking at this new platform of being in the web, being in the air, and being together, social distancing, and yet oneness. And I am looking forward that this particular platform will provide to the youth, especially. I keep stressing on the activities of the youth because I know that, and I do not mind repeating it again and again, they are the link between the world where we are taken care of by our elders and during our childhood, and that period when we begin to look at our youngsters to take care of us, you know. The strongest link is the youth. And I think it is the youth that should work hard too, because after all, the future is theirs. And I hope Rivers will be the platform which will give them that freedom to express themselves. The only thing that I would, I'm also a believer, as you all who are associated with me know, that I believe in not the moment that will come. And I try to forget that which has passed by. This is the moment. So even if it may be out of place, but let me say it right now and here, that Rivers should be very meaningful. Anything that comes to us, you know, the paintings and the poetry or whatever creativity that comes to us, we must make sure that that particular item has a purpose that will help, assist, support each human being's life. Every person who opens Rivers and looks at something, whatever his journey in life, that particular thing should blink. The poetry, the article, the painting, or or even a debate or a conversation. It should blink and bring that brightness in the existence of the person who has clicked onto Rivers. And I think, Afan, we all are with you, but it will be your energy and the energy of the editorial board, and of course we, the advisors, are always there for you. And I'm looking forward to a very, very bright future for the youth who you will be touching through Rivers. So I think with those words, we should open the gates to the launching, and let all our members say something and give you their blessings. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for your kind words. Ma'am is a very well-known poet, writer from Jammu and Kashmir. She's a social worker. Before that, she's also a former bureaucrat. She has served with the state government. Thank you, ma'am, for your kind words. Yes, Rivers is a platform in which we are looking for creative people. As a matter of fact, we have a lot of contributions from various creative people at the moment, and inshallah, my editorial board would soon be looking into it, and then we will segmentize it in a proper manner. What happened, ma'am, is that during the lockdown, we saw that a lot of people from various parts of world tried new and new ways of creativity. Some started cooking, some started singing, some started writing. And as you all know that we already have a media portal by the name of Vajd. So we used to get a lot of contributions. However, Vajd has a limited area and arena. We couldn't publish all of them. So we thought of coming up with a new platform. This is a very unique platform. This gives space to not only artists who are the poets or musicians, but we also have a shop here where they can actually put their stuff. We already have paintings from Madam Geeta Das, which she has asked us to put it in our gallery. So anybody who is interested in that, so they can go there, they can check it out, and then they can buy also. So we also give a platform to the people to not only show their creativity, show their art, but also to earn their livelihood. We are looking forward to uplift youth and creative people. We are trying to promote them and also provide creative criticism. That's why we have people like you, Ninaji, Santoshi, Madam Rajni ji, Nalini, to help us in it. And we have got contributions from across the globe. So now I would request, thank you once again, Romaji. Now I would request Ninaji to say a few words. Ninaji is from Chandigarh. She is a very well-known personality, a prominent social worker. But before that, she served in bank. She served at a very high executive level in HDFC Bank. Uh, and she also was heading it for the North Zone. She has 2 books. She writes amazingly well. I was fortunate enough to get an autographed copy from her. She is currently also running an NGO, Bharat Prakash Foundation, and we are looking forward to a collaboration with that NGO in our future events, hopefully. Nina ji.
Thank you, Fan. Greetings to our dear esteemed members of the Rivers family. Today, it is truly an auspicious day that we are meeting all together online. And I was reading the bios of the editorial team and the advisors, and it really gladdened my heart to see so many talented and accomplished people together on this portal. And the credit, of course, goes to the editor-in-chief, Afan Yeswi, who has brought us all together. He has devoted so much time and energy and planning to bring it to this stage today that we are launching it. And I compliment him on this creative endeavor, which is unique in a very beautiful way, especially in this time of the pandemic, as Romaji and Afan rightly say, that people had potential, but in the routine of day-to-day life, it was somewhere submerged and lying hidden. And this social isolation maybe brought it to the fore, and people started giving vent to their creative energies. A little bit about myself, though Afan has shared with you that I had a career of nearly 3 decades in banking. When I left HDFC Bank, I was the head for the North India and the branches which were opened in Kashmir. I still recall my visit to Srinagar and the beautiful time I had in this beautiful city. So after this, during this career, I left it of my own accord because I wanted to do something different. I wanted to reinvent myself. And this creative writing, which was in me since childhood, I had been writing poetry and stories and publishing them since childhood. And all through my corporate career, it was lying, locked up. But since the last 13 years, I have devoted time to this and also to the social work, which I was very keen to do for children and invest in the health and education of underprivileged children. So we are trying to do that. And the two books which I wrote, one was Whispers of the Soul, which was a book of poetry and photographs, and it was published in 2016. And I will share a poem from that book with you in a little while. It covered themes of loss and love and nature, and it was my first book. And then I wrote, I ventured into a new form of poetry, which is the Japanese genres of poetry and haiku, senryu, tanka, haibun. And I experimented with that, learned that, visited Japan, tried to understand the nuances, read the great masters of this art, and got a lot of mentoring from good artists in this field. So I'm happy to say that it's a beautiful venture. And Romaji said a very beautiful thing, that she likes to live in the present, and that is haiku. Haiku is a conversation of the poet with the universe in the present moment. What we see in the present, and we experience it, and we express it with a brevity of words in just 3 lines. So that is the beauty of haiku, and I'm enjoying it because it gives me mindfulness. And the name of my second book is One Breath Poetry, because the haiku is so small, you can read it in one breath. It's like the in breath and the out breath, and the haiku is over. So that is the One Breath Poetry. And just before I, comment on Rhyvers and what all our expectations are from Rhyvers and what we would like to see, I would just like to read, as Afan had said that people should read. It's from the book The Whispers of the Soul, The Journey Within. And the poem is, my heart overflows with longing, a longing undeciphered, following me through the years like a shadow. Is it love for those no more, of people who touched my life in some not so distant past, living in one corner of my heart? Their shadows haunt, whispers which speak of joy, of pain, of love. A wandering deja vu, bringing smiles ecstatic, moving me to tears. Reaching out, I try to hold on. I look up at the floating clouds, seeing the play of illusion, of shapes forming and dissolving, and smile. A moment, and this too shall pass. A moment, and this too shall pass. So now I would like to talk a little bit about Rivers. I heard that Afan pronounced it as Rivers. So is it Rivers or Rivers?
It is Rivers.
It is Rivers. Okay. I thought maybe I was pronouncing it wrongly because we are talking about the flow of energy. So in this, the creativity which has come up in individuals, it also gives us time for self-examination and self-introspection. And it will bring hidden potential to the fore, like we said, and all the creative forms which you have put in this portal, the short story writing, the poetry. I would like to see different genres of poetry in this, as free verse, or rhymed verse, or haiku, Japanese forms, whatever people would like to experiment, and I would love to be associated with it. And of course, the visual arts, the graphic designs, and the paintings. Now, your editorial board is so talented. I really I feel fortunate that we have been able to get such talented and young editorial board for you, which is they will add so much to the contributors, because the people who contribute, they are the ones who are taking the courage to submit something to you. So the editorial board has to be very, very positive, proactive, and cordial, even if whether they accept or they reject. I think that humane element has to be there in them, even while rejecting, because the person who gets a rejection is very disheartened. So you have to, I, being in this now field for some time, when I get a rejection, I really feel disheartened. But there are editors who, while sending the rejection, give me such suggestions that the same poem gets accepted by some other journal, or even by the same journal. So this is the journey. The journey has to be very, very, beautiful for the contributors and for the youngsters. As Romaji very rightly said, that we have to encourage the youth. And Afan and I are discussing how we will take this forward, as a collaboration for mentoring. So that is one thing which was in my mind. And quality, of course, has to be stressed, that we should never compromise on quality. It should be, like very high quality of the articles and poems and the stories which we publish, and no discrimination should ever be allowed to creep in, personal biases and things like that. And the content, the proofreading, the editing, the language, all that. Of course, I don't need to say that after seeing your caliber and your bio. And there is one concept of consideration, that you keep certain pieces under consideration. So revise and resubmit, or under consideration. So that also you can also look at that. So every creative endeavor, I feel, is a gamble, and
Yes.
Afan has taken this gamble with all of us. And and I hope that the gamble will be very, very successful. And he's the editor in chief and creator of this portal, and I wish him and his team, editorial team, all the very best in this endeavor, and pray that it becomes uh, what do I say, a choicest portal. It becomes for creative people. And people go there and they find something meaningful, and they enrich their lives, and they enrich the lives of others around them. And that is the beauty of creativity, that it allows us to look within and then share that beauty and make the world beautiful. I wish you and your team again all the very best. And my hello to all and my greetings to all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ninaji, for your kind words and guidance. Definitely, me as well as my team will consider each and every point which you have shared. And yes, we are coming up with sections in our poetry, as well as many people may not know, we already have a podcast, and Ninaji has contributed her poems in the podcast. You can go to the SoundCloud, and there you can just type Rhyvers, Rhyvers, and there you'll find her few poem contributions. So, ma'am,
Thank you.
what I want
Thank
to
you.
say is this is a unique platform, our dear friends, and we are trying to do the maximum use of multimedia, because the current age is the age of multimedia, digital media, mojo journalism, mobile journalism. So we are trying our level best to see how we can utilize it to harness more and more potential from our creative people. Yes, creativity can be a form of a gamble, but I feel that this platform for me is a medium to serve those people who are creative and give them an opportunity to showcase the work, so that more and more people can get inspired, and not only inspired, they can contribute and they can learn. I have also learned many things by looking at others and following in many ways from others. So there was a need for this platform, and therefore there is Rivers. I once again thank every one of you for your kind cooperation, coordination, as well as your day-to-day guidance. Now we have with us one more person from the garden city of Chandigarh, Madam Rajni Shalin Chopra. She is a journalist who is having an experience of more than 3 decades. She has served with a lot of publications, including the Indian Express, Agriculture Today, and India China magazine, and also she has helped us in Vajs. Madam, we are very grateful to you for your help, and I would request you to say a few words. Rajniji, please unmute your
Uh,
mic. Yeah.
yeah. Hello, friends. Uh, it is very wonderful when an individual has the creative energy to celebrate the best that we can experience. And in the realm of the spiritual, Afan first launched the Watch magazine, a very beautiful magazine. And now he has launched this digital portal, Rivers, to celebrate creativity and celebrate the sensory experience. I have seen what has been published on Rivers till now, and it is very delightful. And I am sure that as we roll on, more such uh, delightful creative flow shall be part of Rivers. And I wish Afan all the best, and I look forward to uh, a very satisfying and fulfilling time for whoever decides to look up what's new published on Rivers. He has a very impressive lineup of contributors, and I'm sure that as time goes by, this beautiful bouquet will become more and more beautiful and charming. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Rajniji, for your kind words. We at Rivers are very privileged to have you with us on board. So many people have asked me, so why do you call it as Rivers? So Rivers, it just came at a moment of clarity came. Once I was just with my dear friend and we were talking and we were brainstorming that how we should go ahead with it. Many people in the panel know that I have been working on it. We all have been working on it and coordinating about it from past couple of months. And I also take this opportunity to thank my creative team, to thank the people who have come up with a wonderful design of the blog and the podcast and other things. I thank my creative team once again. And the rivers, see, we all are some or the other way. Water is a very important element, and water flows, and everybody is in touch with water on day-to-day basis. Rivers is has not only sensuality, spirituality, it has its own uh, beautiful rivers is a very river is a very mystic thing. River, when we talk about river, so Rivers, when we named it, we had thought a lot about it, and the name just came at once at a moment of clarity. So now I have Madam Santosh Bakaya with us. Dr. Santosh Bakaya is author of a couple of books. She's a very well-known poet from India. She is in our advisory board. Madam, thank you for joining. And now I request you to say a few words.
Thank you so much, Shafan. And it's a pleasure, it's an honor to be here among such wonderful artists, such versatile artists like Roma, Vaniji, Neena Singh, Rajni, Shalin Chopra, Geeta Das, Deepika Chand, Nalini Priyadarshini, Bilal Bashir Bhatt, Azra Mufti, and of course you. You are a dynamo. You are just a bundle of energy. We haven't met, but we have talked quite often. So hearty congratulations for the launch of Rivers. And I know I have this feeling that all of us are going to rock. All of us are connoisseurs in our different fields. And let us unleash our magic and be swept away in that magic and let the energy flow. And at the very outset, I would like to say that there are many e-magazines being launched every day. So our magazine ought to be different, and it should be in the news all the time. There should be regular contests, I believe, regular contests and regular prizes. I think that this is important. Serialization of novels, memoirs. This will retain the curiosity element. And there should be a regular column for mentoring youngsters for creative writing. They need it. They need it. The youngsters need creative writing writers who will mentor them at every step. So this is very, very important, and hearty congratulations for this wonderful venture. And I know a couple of people here, and all of them are wonderful writers, wonderful poets. I know Nalini Priyadarshini, she writes beautifully. I know Deepika Chan, she's a wonderful artist, wonderful writer, wonderful poet, wonderful human being. And of course, when we get together, we are going to unleash magic. So let us wait for the magic. And on this note, I would like to say that although I stay in Rajasthan, I am from Kashmir. So I would like to recite one of the poems from my forthcoming book of poems. I have authored about 18 books, and this is going to be my 19th book. It's a collection of poetry on Kashmir, about Kashmir, my homeland. So with your permission, Afan, I'm going to
Yes, ma'am,
recite.
please proceed. Please
May I?
proceed, ma'am. Yes, ma'am,
Okay.
please proceed.
The Forgotten Rendezvous. The Forgotten Rendezvous. I have a huge bucket list of places I want to travel to. Too many a forgotten rendezvous under the clear, flawless sky blue. How I wish to travel in time to that pristine clime, clinging to Papa's hand, ears riveted to his baritone. Hush, 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 do you hear what I hear? Papa, look, Papa, look. Is that me screaming? Is that me screaming? Or maybe I'm dreaming. There is a little girl pointing towards a boisterous brook babbling. Where stands a horse nuzzling its calf? Papa, Papa, see the color blue. The sky, the mountains, and the lakes are all blue, but each a different hue. I still feel the pleasant ache in my shoulders as we jumped and vaulted over the boulders, wading through streams, dreaming happy dreams, merging my, merging my shrill treble with Dad's impressive baritone. Our voices rang out merrily through the elegant pines. Ah, those memories, elephantine. Shrinking and expanding like Alice, I too was in my own surreal wonderland, gorging ravenously on magic mushrooms. Memories go boom, boom, boom. Papa, Papa, where can I get that magic mushroom? Or that merry witch perched on a broomstick? How does one conjure those hookah smoking caterpillars? I travel back in time and see a basket weaver weaving a basket, coiling and twining, twining and coiling the fine strands in his dexterous hands, creating magic. Ah, magic. And the kangri maker making a bridal kangri, decorating it with rings, mirrors, and willow chains, voices pitching in and fading out, creating a refrain of love unadulterated. Yes, yes, I want to travel back to the time when nature resounded with love chimes. Ah, the times, the times, the times, the happy, happy times. Now we sit. Now we sit stooped, quarantined, pining, pining for those happy days gone, as every second anguish peaks. It peaks, it peaks. Hush, hush, hush. A voice with a mystical timbre speaks. We will soon be back to those happy, happy times. Ah, those happy, happy times. Thank you so much for listening.
Uh, Thank you, ma'am, for the wonderful poetry and your kind words. Definitely, we are looking forward to the happy times. And yes, you very well, you told us, yes, Rivers will have a lot of competitions. We will also be hopefully having mentorship programs and internship programs. So this is going to be very exciting, and inshallah, hopefully, we will be rocking. Thank you, ma'am, for your kind words. Now, going from Rajasthan, we'll be going to Bombay to Madam Geeta Das. Geeta ji, please unmute your mic. Geeta ji is also originally from Kashmir. Let me help her in unmuting from back end.
Hello,
जी, हाँ जी गीता जी.
can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes.
नमस्कार सब लोगों को. And
Namaste.
I'm from Kashmir, of course, but then as we are the part of this beautiful country, we can live anywhere and connect with each other. I'm grateful to Afan, so he made me a part of this great venture, and he's a wonderful boy uh, with huge talent. He's like a nuclear bomb. He'll explore a lot. His talent, his brains, his energy. Uh, this is what he's doing towards art and culture and tourism and other things. It's not a joke. It's a very big thing. And he connected so many beautiful talents with this venture, and I pray for him, and my good wishes are with him always, and I am there for him always, whatever way he wants me to. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Geeta ji. Many of you who don't know Geeta Das, she's a very prominent Kashmiri artist from Bombay. She paints, she paints amazingly. Mostly her clientele is Bollywood. She's a very well-known face in page 3 of Bombay Times and all that. So her exhibitions and her fests, they are regularly being attended by all the celebrities. And we are looking forward, ma'am, because we already have a section in Rivers of gallery, because now we have observed that in pandemic galleries are not functioning, and even if galleries are functioning, for a young artist who has the जिसको शौक होता है, who has the courage, who actually wants to paint, he is finding it very difficult to showcase his or her work. The gallery guys are charging a lot of money, like 30 to 40% cut, and then there are heavy bookings. The footfall is also very less. Therefore, now in Rivers, we are providing those young budding artists that opportunity. You can give us your work, and we have already a lot of works from people from Kashmir, few calligraphers. They have given us their work, and Geeta ji also has given us her work. And we have Deepika Chan, her work is also there. Wonderful painting of Krishna is also there. So people can look at it, they can buy. So Rivers is a multiple medium. We have tried our level best to use the mobile journalism, but also we care for our fraternity. We care for the people who belong to our fraternity. So we will look forward not only to mentor them, but also to give them honorable incentives, so that they grow and they don't leave this creativity just because they are unable to sustain. So we are figuring out ways and mediums in which we can support them in future as well. Thank you, Geeta ji, for your kind words, and you have promised me that you will be connecting us to few big names in Bollywood, and I am waiting for that.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. Thank you
Yes,
so
yes,
much.
thank you. So inshallah, now from Bombay we are going to Srinagar to Azra Mufti. Azra ji, can you hear me? I'll unmute your mic from here.
Hello,
Yes.
really a pleasure being in a meeting with such luminary personalities who have done tremendously well in their field and who are known names not only in country but internationally as well. So I first of all congratulate you because you are always inquisitive to do some unique stuff. You want to contribute to the people of Jammu and Kashmir. So you're doing really well in the first in the form of Vajd and now in the form of Rivers. Uh, CF1, writing, publishing has been quite a difficult journey for the people of Kashmir and for anyone for that matter. Because when you write, the rejection rate is higher than the acceptance rate. So you have to face a lot of rejection, you have to face a lot of problems to get your work published on standard platforms. But what I believe is that in the form of Rivers, we are giving a standard platform to people who can contribute in any art form, who have this capability of contributing to the society. And I really hope that it turns out to be a brand in the field of publishing, in the field of artistic creativity. So having a gift is having a passion is a gift. So all the people who want to contribute in any way, be it a form of art, be it in a form of writing, be it a form of poem, so most of it, it's a gift. So having a gift is something that you should not let go. You should work on your skills, you should work on your uh, capabilities and caliber to go a long way in the field of publishing and writing. So I really hope that Rivers is such kind of platform that youngsters will look forward to, and not only youngsters, and any person would look forward to. So with these words, I congratulate you on the launching ceremony, and I hope you keep on doing great in the times to come. Congratulations once again.
Thank you, Miss Mufti. Azra Mufti joined us from Srinagar. She is a doctorate. She has done her doctorate in management, and she has authored 2 books. She has a huge fan following in the valley, and she already mentors many people there in Srinagar. And we are looking forward. She is a member of our editorial board, and inshallah, a few of the sections will be mentored in that board through her. Now we'll be again requesting. Now we'll go in Srinagar. We'll request Mr. Bilal Bashir Bhatt Sahab. Bilal Sahab is editor in chief of Urdu Daily from Srinagar, and he's a young journalist. He has also founded few organizations, and he takes care of young journalists there. He is very well versed both in English as well as in Urdu language. He began his journalistic career in around a decade back, and has won few awards, both national and international. He is editor-in-chief of onlykashmir.com, and also of Daily Srinagar Jang. Bilal Saab, your mic is muted. Please unmute.
Hello, am I audible?
Ji.
Good evening, everyone in the panel and the people watching us on different modes of social media platforms. First of all, I would like to congratulate Mr. Afan Yasvi Saab for coming with such a nice initiative. Actually, undoubtedly, there is no doubt that Kashmir has got a massive talent. And during the Corona pandemic, this talent came out like the volcano. And during that time, I personally saw myself that many people saw interest in calligraphy, poetry, etc. But what makes us to stop flourish our talent is that we lack the platform. Actually, when someone submits, as Azra said, that there is a high rejection rate among us. It is because that when somebody sends for the first time his or her content to an editor sees it as if he or she is looking for Shakespeare. I think at Rivers it is a good initiative. I wish that it will give a ray of hope to those newcomers who come with new content and give a desired platform to those. With these words, I hope that it is, as Miss Nina also said, that there should be some uh, there should be some mentoring sessions. Yes, of course, there should be some mentoring sessions. We have satirical writing also, where we lack the platform. there should be a column for satirical writing also, where one can put his contribution there. With these words, I will conclude with few lines because I am running out of time. I have to reach somewhere. With these words, I will with these words I will conclude with some few of the lines from my poem. When emotions will tear stitches on lips, when silence will speak loud and clear, that time will come, that time will come. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Bilal Saab. Yes, we recognize the need for rivers, and as I said, this name has a mystical value in it. And there was a lot of brainstorming, which we did for the name as well. What happens in the current times, the media only is focusing on the negativity, and when people who would like to contribute in the creative fields, there are very less portrayals available, and if at all there are, they are less in the way that you'll have one which is only for poetry, or a specific kind of a poetry like haiku, or for photographers only a specific kind of a photography, they like landscape shots or something. But this is going to be a one-stop shop for all of them, and in this we'll have contributors, photographers, poets. Inshallah, we'll also consider taking satire writing. And yes, Nina ji, with Nina ji's help, we will be soon launching a mentorship program. Once we are sure of it, we'll get back to you about that. Now, let me request Nalini ji. Nalini, can you hear me? Yeah. Before you speak, I would like to once again welcome every one of you, all those who are watching us live. This is the launch of Rhyvers. You are watching us live on our respective Facebook pages and YouTube channel. This is the first launch session, and inshallah, we are looking forward to your support. Please share the video and like our page, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you. Ji Nalini ji.
Thank you so much, Afan. And hello and good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here today, to be among such lovely people, such beautiful, creative people. Rivers, the subline says, let the energy flow. We all exist as energy. And unfortunately, in recent times, there is a lot of negative energy. So it's very important for people who are positive, who are creative, who have positive energy to get together and to create a space which has the positivity flowing. So this is how we counter the negativity around us, by being more positive, by creating the areas which are full of positivity. I was just listening to my wonderful co-creators, and there was this concern about rejection. I think that rejection is a part of growth, a part of learning, and if everything we write is accepted as it is, then we do not learn much. So I believe that as a writer, or as a person, as a youngster who has just started writing, our aim should be to collect as many rejections as we can. So when you start a year, start with the aim of collecting at least 100 rejections. So when you are collecting 100 rejections, you are submitting in 100 places. And even while you are being rejected, those editors will teach you something. They will tell you something that will improve your writing. You will go in those places, you will read what others have written, that is accepted. And then you will know how to, where your own work is lacking. So I think rejection is a part of learning. Another thing is that if I'm writing something which is accepted by everyone, which is liked by everyone, then it is a matter of great concern for me, because a writing that does not offend anyone is, I'm afraid, not worth anything. So as long as my writing is offending others, as long as it makes them reject it, that means I'm writing something, I'm creating something which, is worth reading. Because if it pleases everyone, then it isn't worth much. I would like to, use this occasion to read from my book, Doppelganger in My House. And I'm going to read the poem that says, the title of the poem is Time Travelers. Sprawled on the shore of forever, we are time travelers, talking to each other across dusks and dawns of tomorrows, toasting our marshmallows on the bonfire of yesterdays. Sipping amnesia, we pour into each other's cups to heal. Wounds on our feet that keep changing shapes of our journey, like maps we abandon after a brawl in the bar that offered us tepid beer, with reheated fish that was beginning to fall apart. All we wanted to change was the music, but they won't let us anywhere near the jukebox. Men with gold chain and Rolex watches, with devotional songs for ringtones, who laughed loudly at the jokes women in slinky saris whispered in their ears, did not want our songs after they pocketed our coins. We are time travelers, forever making beds on crossroads, patting down pockets for stolen kisses at gloaming, eyes fixed on horizon, livid with promises of soft beds and masala tea in glasses, listening to chapatis being slapped on griddles as jars of mango pickle waited on wall, their mouths covered with malmal torn from mother's discarded sari brought from Dhaka, that we wore as children in summer afternoons when the family took refuge in a single room cooled by khas padded giant cooler for a nap. And we, playing under the canopy of mango trees, assumed identities other than our own, took our forbidden toys and invited neighbors we were not allowed to play with, stole raw mangoes entrusted to our protection until their tang lacerated our tongues. We are time travelers, forever departing and arriving in pieces, held together by long strands of memories, mother rolled and tucked in the cloth pouch hanging by her mirror, every time she combed her hair with a sigh, to those we call home, braving wind blast in our faces without flinching, with hair so short and sparse that can't be parted in middle or tied into neat plaits, telling stories of lovers we almost made love to lovers we would never make love to, when we grow tired of playing pachisi, with pawns of time held in place under our tongues, knowing there are no winners or losers other than saps of our imagining, gurgling in the hollow of our chest, waiting to bloom. We, the time travelers, spoil and dream of glistening shells we broke open, and sweet sorrows of losing innocence, drunk on apocryphal on the shore of forever. Once again, congratulations everyone, especially Afan, for the launch of Rhyvers. Thank you.
Thank you, Nalini ji, for your wonderful poem. And I would like to place on record my thanks to you for helping me with many, many things. You're always a call away, whether it is in the day or night, but you have been very helpful in many things, not only in Rhyvers, but also at Vajd platform. So I'm looking forward to your help, and you're a part of our editorial board. So inshallah, we'll be doing many, many things in future, and I'll be discussing that with you soon. So now we have with us Deepika Chan from Delhi. She calls herself a mystic, Can you hear me, Deepika?
I can hear you. Thank you.
Yeah. She calls herself as a poet, artist, mystic, empath, forest lover, tea person, and a mind wanderess. She is very famously also known as Jugni because she has written a set of 150 poems, the Jugni series. She is also our creative, she's in our creative team. She is the creative consultant for this platform. I thank you for your help. Yeah. Deepika ji, can you please use mic and talk? There are certain echoes there.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, please begin.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you, Afan, for giving me this wonderful platform. The first time I think I met you I haven't met you. I mean, I didn't meet you then, but I met you recently. You struck me at, in fact, the very fact that you've called this rivers is very intriguing because I consider you as water. Your element, I feel, is extremely consistent with water because you are, you can be quiet and unassuming and charming and, waves lapping. And suddenly you can erode mountains, and I mean, this whole venture of your previous magazine, what, and now this, this new venture, Rivers, which is going to do amazingly, inshallah. I feel that you're going to move mountains with this. I have a fantastic feeling about it. Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, I don't know what to say about myself. I just will tell you that recently I've started writing as Jugni. I've written about 150 poems, and I'm very excited about them because I want to launch them as release them as in a trilogy of set of three books in this year, and I would like to read one of my poems from my upcoming book. So, may I?
Yes, before that, I would also like to inform our dear friends and viewers who have joined the live broadcast on our YouTube channel as well as on our Facebook page that you're watching the live launching ceremony of Rivers. And inshallah, we'll be doing more and more sessions. Deepika would be actually conducting a series of sessions, and we are calling it as Twinkling Tales with Jugni, and she'll be
Twinkling
interviewing
conversations. Twinkling
twinkling
conversations. Yes.
twinkling conversations with Jugni, and she will be interviewing various personalities, creative people, creative artists. We are hopeful that we would be launching that also within a week. So, thus giving opportunity to more and more creative people to share their experience, learning their failure, and thus providing an opportunity to new budding artists to learn from them. Yes, Deepika ji, please continue.
Yeah, before I even read my poem, I would like to say that I have published a book this year, last year, sorry. It's called The Blue Hours, and I published it co-authored with the maverick writer, Professor Ampit Koshi, who is a multi-author, Pushcart nominee, I think 2012. And without his and Santosh Bakaya's help and push, I would not be a published author as yet. And I heartily thank Santosh Bakaya, who I call Mary Poppins, and I hope she doesn't kill me later. She's a wonderful human being, and she's a fantastic writer. And Nalini, of course, I know Nalini here, and Rajni. I have not met Rajni or Nalini, but I know them. And hi, Meena ji and Roma ji. So it's beautiful to meet all of you under one umbrella. And now I just want to tell you something about Jugni, which I am sure that none of you know because I didn't know it either till last year. So I chanced upon the pen name or the alter ego Jugni by, just it just happened coincidentally because I had written a poem, and there's this friend of ours who is a common friend with Santosh ji knows her, Manisha Minhas, and she happened to call me Jugni. Then I went and researched it, and I found out that the name, where did the name Jugni come from?
It actually came in when Queen Victoria came to India. I mean, hundreds of years ago, of course. And she came, and there was going to be some golden jubilee or something. And the Indians could not pronounce jubilee, so they called it jugni. So this is how the name came into being. Okay, and later, of course, it turned into hasya kavita in Punjab. And then before that also it was used as patriotic songs were sung, as jugni, part of jugni. And now I feel that I should take it a step further. So what do I feel? Who is jugni? So I want to read that, what is jugni and who is jugni, to you. So it's an explorative inward journey of a mystical gypsy and enchantress. So this one alter ego of mine, I fancy myself as a gypsy enchantress in conversation with someone who could be her sizzling alter ego, dazzling imaginary friend, smoldering beloved, brilliant guru, or even the light source of divinity itself. Exuding a fiery luminescence from her belly as a beacon of light, Jugni is at once a lotus eater, a torch bearer, a raging mage, a magician, an impassioned spirit, sensual to the core, and yet effervescent, fragile, and childlike, buoyant with boundless energy. This is not a poem, I'm just telling you what I feel about Jugni. Literally translating as a female firefly, she's ever musing about the mysterious unfurling of the callous yet wondrously spectacular phenomenon called life. Inspired to create a legion, I am inspired to create a legion of Jugnis and Jugnus as a living example myself. I aim to rekindle their dimming wick with my own dancing flame, since I am aware that my words resonate in deep, inexplicable ways with people's hearts all across borders. Why do I feel that? Because women I don't even know, they connect with me from all over the world, and they tell me that my words resonate with them. So that makes me feel so humbled, and I really want to make more Jugnis and more Jugnus by the end of this year, if I can help it. Now I'd like to read my poem, Kiss and Tell. So this is it's a sensuous poem called Kiss and Tell. How did I kiss him? Let me count the ways. Furtively, haltingly, distantly, as if kissing were an experiment or a test. Maybe it was a strange trial and error to intimately discover if he were worth the effort of bewitching me as a lover. For in the alchemy of a kiss lies its veiled mystical truth, a secret pronunciation in all its finality. I kissed him amusedly, seductively, coquettishly, wanting to enjoy the moment, freeze it in a cold casket, and if stirred not be my heart, dismiss him intelligently. Yet, if jolted awake be, then appraise its majesty. Comprehend this attraction beyond its complicity. I kissed him, making the very act of kissing a consummate affirmation of more than my leanings towards his chemistry, or an organic, orgasmic ecstasy. And then I kissed him, sensually, sensuously, sexually. For I believe I honor a man with my kiss. I do not lock lips in mere flippancy. I should twist tongue with him to taste his soul, touch his mind ever so preciously, to draw out his deepest beliefs, his darkest angst, his moral codes rebelliously. So I kissed him and kept on kissing, lost in the spell of my own making, breaking free from reality, forsaking. That had me in its grip so callously. Now I long to glide in a new galaxy. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Deepika ji, and we are indeed very honored to have you with us on board. And once again, whosoever has joined us now, you are watching us live on our Facebook page as well as on our YouTube channel. Today is the launch of this wonderful creative platform. This platform is yours. Contribute to it, be with it, help us learn and learn with it. We have wonderful people around, and hopefully there's a lot of learning, unlearning, and relearning to be done. So we are looking forward towards that. So Deepika ji would also be doing sessions with us, and as I already told you, we'll soon be starting with those sessions, hopefully within a week's time. And those sessions would be a regular series. Those sessions would also be broadcasted on our Facebook as well as on our YouTube channel. So I would like to thank each and every one of you for your valuable time. Let me get all of you on screen.
Afan, you want me to give that?
Ji? Yes. You want to say something, Romaji?
Okay, no, because you had asked everybody should read their poem, but I didn't want to start with a poem, you know.
Yes, yes,
But
please.
Nina ji would be very happy. I do not follow haiku in spirit in letter, but I do these 2 word with 3+3 words for people who are associated with me. And I think today's takeaway, I don't mind reading the 4 lines that I've written. Fun.
Yes,
So
please.
one for all of us who are watching and who are here with Rivers. I've said, just be. Just be. The orbit is His divine will. Just float. The wind is His divine will. Just smile. The reason is His divine will. Just boy. Just boy. The current is His divine will. Boy with a Buoy. So let us all in Rivers be like that, you know. Let us be, let us float, let us just boy and keep smiling, all of us. Let it be His divine will with Rivers. Amen.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I am indeed a pleasure. I am indeed honored to have all of you on board, and thank you so much for giving us your valuable time. I would like to thank once again Madam Roma Vani, who joined us from Bombay, Madam Neena Singh, who joined us from Chandigarh, Madam Rajni Shalin Chopra, who joined us from Chandigarh and gave very insightful information about how a writer should contribute and think. And I also thank Nalini ji, who joined us, and she's a part of Rivers, and I'm looking forward for her help in framing more and more sections, so that more and more people can actually get mentored and can feel the energy of Rivers. This word has a wonderful mystical energy. So, as I told you earlier, when this word came, it did come with a lot of. It came, yeah. There was certain disturbances. I think now the voice is okay. So this word does have a lot of mystical energies in it as well. So we did take a good amount of time, around more than 1.5 months, to coin this word, to come up with this word. And then our team came and they did all the analysis, the marketing mix and all that, and they said, okay, this word is good, and we started booking the domains and subdomains and URLs and all these social media pages. We got locked under this domain name. So one more thing which I forgot to mention in beginning is that we will also be coming up with the Hindi and Urdu series, and we are hopeful to come up with that in a couple of months. We already have a lot of contribution from Hindi as well as Urdu. We have already tested the portal, and hopefully it will be launched soon. So I once again thank each and every one of you. Nina ji, thank you for being here. Geeta Das ji, thank you. Deepika ji, thank you for mesmerizing us with your poetry. I can see a lot of comments coming for your poetry. Many people say you have mesmerizingly played with words. So definitely that's what you are good at, along with many, many other things. Santosh ji, Dr. Santosh Bakaya, thank you very much. We have a couple of doctors in our panel. I'm sorry I couldn't mention the title because I look at all of you as creative people, creative individuals. So my apologies for that. Bilal Bashir Bhatt Saab, he had to rush because he has to print the paper in the morning. So thank you, Bilal Saab, for being with us. Azra Mufti ji, thank you. She's also a doctorate. And I would I thank both of them, especially because they joined us from Kashmir in cold. It is minus there, and that too on 2G. So due to the technical issues also, they joined us. Thank you very much. So with this, we come to an end of the launch function of Rhyvers. There are a lot of exciting things to happen, and we would be launching them. We would be coming up with them in days to come. In the meantime, I request each and every one of you to share our page, to subscribe to our YouTube channel, to share the contribute us and contribute us posters so that more and more people can contribute to us. And we'll be very soon coming up with mentorship program as well as our Hindi section and many, many sections in poetry, satirical writing, and things like that. So I would like to thank each and every one of you. And I also thank a lot of viewers. I can see that we have been live from more than 1 hour. It's 1 hour, 7 minutes. And there are a lot of people who have sent us hearts, likes, smiles. So thank you, everyone. And inshallah, we are looking forward for your support and your love. Rivers has a lot of good energy. It has a lot of potential, but we need your love. So keep on sending us your love, and we will surprise you with your creativity, because we have a good team. We have good creative people who will help you in getting those creative spirits and energies. They'll tell you how to write, how to draw, how to paint. And once again, if at all there are any painters who are watching us, you can send us your paintings and we will e-auction your paintings. This is a facility. This thing is very, very new. The Rivers is also coming with a platform of e-auctioning gallery. We have a e-gallery and we can auction your paintings. We already have a painting by Deepika Chan and Geeta Das, and some stuff from a calligrapher from Kashmir. So you can go to our store, our gallery, and if you like it, you can directly get in touch with them, and you can purchase it. So thank you once again for your wonderful time. You were watching the launching ceremony of Rivers. We were live on our Facebook page as well as on our YouTube channel. We promise that we'll keep on surprising you, and we will come up with a lot of exciting stuff in days to come. Thank you once again.